units. Let's see, millimeter. Start with millimeter, and then we have centimeter, right? And then we have meter. We have kilometer, right? These are the ones which we basically need to know. Let's see, the smallest one which we use is millimeter. We have nanometer as well, but I think according to your course it should be millimeter, right? Let's see. Let's see, I'll go from here. 2 kilometer. The biggest one is kilometer, right? Kilometer. Now, smaller than kilometer, we have meter. We have 2,000. It means each 1,000 meter is 1 kilometer, right? Let me change it to 1. You should know 1. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000, right? 1,000 meter. Now guys, how many centimeter we have in 1 meter? You know 1 meter looks like this big. How many centimeter we have it in 1 meter? Hmm. 100 of them, right? 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So I need to times this by 100 to get it to centimeter, right? So that is 100, and then you have 1,000 here. So 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter if you have 1 meter.
Millimeters?
Yeah, and then millimeter you have 10 times of that. Okay? So this is millimeter, 1 millimeter. Now 10 times. Okay, this is 100 times. This is 1,000 times. 1,000 times. If you have millimeter, times it by 10, you can get it centimeter. If you have centimeter, times it by 100, you will get meter. Okay? If you times this by 1,000, you will get kilometer. Okay, let's go into some example. Now I'm going to turn this, see 1 kilometer is how many millimeter. Okay, times it by 10. So 1 0, and then we're going to copy these ones. How many double M? So this many, see, millimeter. Let's go and check. If you have example 10 millimeter. Now the question asks you to convert this into, are you converting to, one thing you should know, are you converting to bigger unit or to smaller units? Okay. Now remember, kilometer is biggest one, okay? Then meter is bigger than centimeter. Centimeter is bigger than millimeter. If you have bigger units, I'll tell you some rules, okay, here. Let's see rule number 1. If you convert bigger unit to smaller, then always do multiply. Always multiply, but you should know multiply by what number, okay? Let's do some exercise with this. 5 kilometer, right? This is this example. 5 kilometer, convert to meter, right? One example. 5 kilometer, you have to convert to meter. Now you should know what is the relationship between kilometer and meter. We know that 1,000 of meter gives you 1 kilometer, okay? 1 meter is this much almost. 1,000 of them is 1 kilometer, okay? 1 kilometer. So I want to convert this into smaller unit. See, I have bigger unit. I want to convert this to smaller unit. So 5 times by 1,000. Why 1,000? Why not 10? Why not 100?
Because it's meter.
Yeah, in 1 kilometer we have 1,000 meter, remember, right? In 100, how many fives we have in 100? Do you know? If we have 5, let's see, how many, give you a small example. In 20, how many fives we have in 20?
5. 4.
4, right? If you times 5 with 4, it gives you 20, right? So you have to times it, remember? If you want to convert 20 to 5, so you have to times it, okay? Bigger unit to smaller unit, you have to always times it. Let's see, so this becomes 5,000, right? Now, if I have 3 kilometer, convert to, let's do centimeter, okay? We know that centimeter is smaller than even meter.
So it's Samsung.
Okay, I'll make it easier for you. Let's see this one. 3 meter convert to centimeter. Right? 3 meter. This board is almost 3 meter. You want to check how many centimeters in this board, right? So by what number we should multiply? Because I'm going from bigger unit to smaller unit.
You multiply by 10.
Multiply by?
10.
Are you sure?
Yes.
5.
How many, you need to know how many centimeter we have in 1 meter. How many centimeter we have in 1 meter?
1.
No. 100. 100 centimeter is in 1 meter, right? So you have to times it by 100. So now see guys, 3 times by 100. Okay, that's 300. Do you have ruler, guys? Here, I'll show you some. Do you have ruler?
Oh.
I'll next time I should bring some ruler for you to give you a real example. You see those ruler which you have? Is almost this big.
I have small.
Huh? Yeah, this one is like, you see, one of these. This one is 15 centimeter, right? So guess, this is 1 centimeter. From here to here is 1 centimeter. See, now if you look at that 1 centimeter, you have 10 small lines. Those are 1 millimeter, right? Now if we have 100 of this, that becomes, 100 of this centimeter. This is 15, right? So 15 and second one 30, right? And then if you goes up to 100, that is 1 meter, right? That makes sense? So let's see, if we, that is 15, if you look here, this is 15, and that is 30, right? 45, 50. This is 50. This is half of a meter. From here to here, it's half of a meter, right? So double of this will be 1 meter. So here, if we have 1 centimeter, you have 10 small lines. These lines are millimeter. It means in 1 centimeter, you have 10 millimeter, okay? If you have, let's see, if you extend this, if you want to see how many of this centimeter you have. So there should be 100 of them, okay? That makes 1 meter. This is almost that much here. So that is 1 meter, guys. Your step, if you have larger steps, so that's almost 1 meter. Okay. I'm going to do this. 10 meter convert to centimeter. Now convert this into centimeter, guys. 10 meter to centimeter.
10 times 10?
Yes, 10 times no. How many centimeter you have in 1 meter? That's 1 meter. How many of these centimeter you have? So remember that's 100 centimeter is in 1 meter. So you have to convert by 100, times it by 100. So 10 meter into centimeter, 10 times by 100, which is 1000, right? 00 and 1030. So that is now centimeter. It's very important you should know what is if one of the meter equal to how many of centimeter you have. 1 meter equal to how many of millimeter you have. Okay? So I'll leave the rule again and I'll write here in a simple way. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay? Remember, 1 meter is equal to 100 of centimeter. And 1 centimeter is equal to 10 of millimeter. So you have to remember, guys, this relationship, okay? One of these is equal, like $100, okay? $100 note. How many $1 note it has? 100, right? If you have $50 note, how many $1 note it has? 50, right? That makes sense?
Yes.
If I ask you, I give you $50 note, and I say, okay, convert this into $1 note, bring it change. So how many of those coins you will get? 50 of them, okay? It means that paper note is equal to 50 coins, okay? Similarly here, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 of the meters. And 1 meter is equal to 1000 centimeter, 100 centimeter. And 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. Okay, let's do the other one, guys. If you convert bigger unit to smaller unit, then always multiply. We did this multiplication, okay?
Yes.
Always, I gave you bigger unit. Let's another example. Let's see, 100 centimeter into millimeter. You should know which one is bigger, okay? Centimeter is bigger or millimeter is bigger?
Centimeters.
Centimeter, right? So you have to apply this rule, times this always, okay? Write down your 100 and times it. Now you should know the relationship between them. What is the relationship between centimeter and millimeter? Centimeter and millimeter?
10.
10. So you have to times it by
10.
10, okay? Then you'll get
1000.
1000. We will go opposite of this now. What if you want to convert smaller unit to the bigger unit? Let's see, if you have $20 or $1 you want to see in terms of 100, okay? How it looks like. It looks very small, right? $1 is very small compared to $100. So now we're going to do this second rule. Rule number 2, if you okay, if you want to convert, smaller to bigger, then always, what you have to do, always divide. Divide by those numbers which I showed you in the relationship, okay? So that is rule number 2. Let's get some example with this. So when you get question, you need to check whether the teacher asked you to convert this to smaller unit or to bigger unit, okay? You need to know that before, otherwise you can't do this the question. Okay, I say 50 millimeter. Convert to centimeter, right? See, before 2 and after 2. After 2 should be your answer, okay? So millimeter is given here.
Yeah.
50 millimeter given, and teacher asked you to convert to centimeter, which is a bit bigger than millimeter, right? Centimeter is bigger than millimeter. So you have to divide now because you're going to the bigger unit. Okay, divide by what?
10.
Yeah, 50 divided by 10, it's 5 centimeter. Okay, 0 cancel with 0. See, you get 5 centimeter. We divide it. Another example is 250, 25k, for example, into, sorry, k, I wrote this, meter, 25, 250 meter into kilometer, okay? 250 meter. Is meter bigger or kilometer?
Kilometer.
Kilometer is bigger. So you are converting from smaller unit to
Bigger unit.
bigger unit. So what are you going to do?
Convert to
Divide or multiply?
Divide by 1,000.
Divide, okay? Divide by 1,000. How did she know that you divide by 1,000? Anyone know?
Because I wrote it down.
Okay, 1,000, because 1,000 of this meter we have in 1 kilometer, right? So that's why we divide them. So if you write up to here, your answer is okay. But if your teacher asks you to get rid of this fraction, okay? Simply look. 0 can cancel this 0, right? How many digits we have at the top?
25.
25. How many zeros we have at the bottom?
100.
2.
Oh.
Right? So 2 we have. Now there's no decimal left. I'll just show you what is left here. So we have at the moment this, right?
Yeah.
We don't have any decimal. We have decimal at the end. 25. If you put 25 or 25 point, doesn't matter. It's the same thing, right? 25.0. Now you have 20. You're going to convert that. Move this to the right. 20. Decimal to the right. 2 digit. So that becomes 0.25. If you use your brain and do not use calculator, that's straight away the answer. Okay. It is kilometer now. Okay, let's do another one. $60 millimeter. $60 millimeter into meter. This one is a bit difficult, okay? You jump, look. From millimeter, you are jumping to
Meter.
meter, right? Now you should know that how many centimeter we have in meter, then we know how many millimeter we have in meter. Can you guess how many millimeter we have in 1 meter?
100.
We have 10 millimeter in 1 centimeter, right? 10 times by 100, because you have 100 of centimeter in 1 meter. So that's 1,000. 1,000 millimeter you have in 1 meter. Okay? So you're going to convert this into bigger unit now, meter. What should we do, guys? 60 divided by, when I divide this by 10, I'm converting this to centimeter at the moment.
Yeah.
If I divide again by 100,
It's 1,000.
then you will convert into centimeter, right?
Salsa Bill Albiati, please come to front of us. Salsa Bill from year 9.
What is the answer, guys? 60 divided by 1,000.
1,000.
Use your brain.
3.
How do you...
100.
But you want it like that.
Get rid of fraction. What do you think the answer should be? Get 1 0, cancel this 0 with this 0.
0.06.
0.06. That's correct. Right? If you have done this practice, okay, you have double 0, but you have at the top 1 digit, right? So 1 digit, you have at the bottom 2 zeros. So you have to introduce another 0 here. Anyway, that's not the topic. So 2 rules. Now I'll give a question. Now you guess which rule do you have to apply, okay? Question is, you did guess which one do you want to apply? 200, convert 200, what is called that, meter into centimeter. Guys,
Multiply.
you have to see, yeah. Multiply or divide.
Multiply.
Why multiply?
Because centimeter is bigger.
No.
The meter is
Centimeter
bigger.
Meter is bigger than centimeter.
Yeah, meter is bigger than centimeter, right? So you have to times it now. Times by what number? So you have to see what was the relationship between m and cm. How many centimeter we have in 1 meter? Huh?
1,000.
Centimeter. So this is meter, not millimeter. How many centimeter we have in 1 meter? 100, right? 100. So you have to times it by 100, okay? 100 is such a good number, right? Just 8 zeros. 200 already have 2 zeros, add the other 2 zeros. You don't need to use calculator, okay? So that is now centimeter. Done? That's only about meter and centimeter. You have now different other things as well. But if we practice with this, so probably you will get a clue. Get me one question which we can do. Do you want to practice more?
Yes.
Hmm?